to it. So y'all
Mm-hmm.
let y'all children listen to it or whatever. It is what it is. You know, sex sells. But going back, I've noticed like in the industry for the last few years, like decades or so, actually decades, like females have a more competitive spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they feel like when another female come up in a game, it kind of feels like they got a shit on them or step on
Mm-hmm.
them. You see, like I wonder why it's like that with the females, but it's not so like that with the males from what we see.
So, well, I have a two-tiered response to that. I think you only see that with mainstream rap.
Right.
You don't see that with so much as much with underground and independent female rap artists.
That's true. Yeah.
So I do think that that's a corporatized agenda, and because corporations are out to make money, so they're gonna pit them against each other, and they are all around a lot of really phony people, because
Right.
the higher that you get, there's a lot of snakes in the grass. So I think that that has a lot to play in that. The other part of that question that I want to speak to is that I actually do think you see as much with men. I just think that because there are so many more men that are
Right.
mainstream hip hop artists, that it's not as noticeable. Because there's a lot of beefs. That we wouldn't have so many dead black male rappers if there weren't
Right.
legitimate beefs. So
Right.
there's a lot of street beefs. There's a lot of rap beefs between men. Men go at it all the time, but you notice it more from the females because proportionately, for every one female mainstream rapper, there's probably about 9
Right.
male mainstream rappers that are actually signed artists.
That makes sense. It just kind of it makes me think about that East Coast versus West Coast
Mhm.
that they had back in the day when it came to the men, and then I don't really see that as much.
Mhm.
It's really like they pick and choose they fallouts and
Yeah.
battles versus a female will go viral for saying something about another female,
Mhm.
like Nicki and Cardi, for instance.
Mhm. And I think a lot of that
Yeah.
is also manufactured again through
Mhm.
corporations, producers, and labels. I think that a lot of what's happening that you see right now, especially with the younger ladies that are coming into the female rap game, is that it's really fueled by this reality show culture. That that whole behavior pattern that you see in reality shows like Love and Hip Hop and stuff
Yeah.
like that, or Real Housewives. Them type of things is that that's what they grew up on, so that's what they replicate. And the cattiness is often attributed to the female more so than the male. But I mean, I could, if we wanted to juxtapose people to people, I guarantee you I could line
Got you.
everybody up.
Right, that's what's up. Say, I got this. I got your dope album in front of me. It just has 12 bangers on it.
Yes, it
Now,
does.
now, now, 12 bangers. Now, which one would you like for me to pull up first?
Pull up your favorite.
My favorite?
Your favorite, your personal favorite.
Nah, my personal favorite is the very first song I ever heard from you. I think that's like, man. But as far as this, I mean, it's hard to pick because like you hit everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you let them know they couldn't fuck with you lyrically. Yeah, you let them know you could do it in the club.
Yeah.
You let them know. you had a storyteller for women to uplift them. I did hear that song. I did hear that. Like the album has so many different directions, but yet it's not a collection of songs. It's actually an album.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the question before I get into the song that I will play. How would you able to keep it in an album form and not like so many other rappers that say, "Well, this is my album," and then you listen to it, it's just a collection of songs.
Yeah, because we had a similar conversation. I do remember,
Right.
and I remember you asked me like, how was I gonna do that? And I think what I said at my album release party holds true, and that's that the reason why I could go in so many different directions is because I do have a lot of life experience, and this album really was a journey. It takes you from my roots and my foundation to the things I went through, to the woman that I became, and the person that is sitting here before you now. So that's actually my life up to this point. So it has to be cohesive because it's really based on a true story.
Right. So with that being said, man, hey, it's your boy on stairs. So I'm just gonna get out the way. We're gonna rock this new song called Black.